Well, I am shocked. The Packers scored more than 3 field goals. Last night's injury to Jordan Love really hit close to home for me, and I'm sure a lot of fans in Vikings Nation. I prepared a little something for Packers Nation. Hold on, let me grab my guitar real quick. Hold on a second. All right. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Oh, you're my boy, Jordan. What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to Purple and Gold Bars. I'm your host, Supreme. How does it feel, Packers fans? Big shout out to all the delusional Packers fans in the comments. I haven't laughed this hard in a very long time. The best part was all the cope and what they thought were good arguments. I couldn't get enough because the things that they were saying were the things that we've said to them when they barely beat us. I'm sure many Vikings fans said those exact same things after we failed to make a comeback or felt like the ref stole a game or, my absolute favorite, won't happen next game. Ha! Oh my God. The irony is magnificent. Every comment and reply had me dying. I can't thank you enough, Packers fans. Oh, brother. Well, that's enough for trolling Packers fans. It's week 5 and they're nothing more than losers we left in shambles. What did I get right and wrong in my predictions this week? My bold predictions from the prediction video missed. They did score more than 3 field goals, and the Vikings didn't get 16 sacks. My preview was pretty spot on again, though. We won the turnover battle, our defense destroyed them, and Brian Flores definitely unleashed more of his defensive strategies. I think all of it was good, but most fans are thinking there was good and bad. The best receiving core in the league was on full display. The first half, they dominated, and in the second half, they came up big with catches, long drives, and a field goal. We got 2 picks in the first half, a forced fumble, and a game-ending pick. Growing pains continue to be a factor that the Vikings are managing to minimize more than our opponents. I didn't account enough for the divisional matchup, so it was closer than I calculated. Everything else was spot on. I said that the Packers were not at full strength and it would be a deciding factor. Love was so rusty in the first half and humiliated himself out there. They basically only had one half to win a game. The Vikings picked on every backup out there, and as a result, we had a 28-point lead. I said their defense was overrated because they played the worst teams in the league. Their defense was destroyed in the first half, and they were not able to stop the Vikings from running the clock in the second half. I said the secondary would be our X factor, and they came up with 4 turnovers yesterday. The late game interception and forced fumble secured the win. My unsung hero was the O-line, and they gave up 2 sacks. And like always, despite their horrendous mistakes, they gave Sam clean pockets the majority of the game. It's time to talk about the second half. There are a lot of jaded fans and bandwagoners upset about how it played out. I was not fazed at all in the second half. I base my calculations on what is probable, not what is possible. Going into the second half, I knew that it was a long shot for the Packers to win if we didn't score again. Then, when we killed the clock for the entire third quarter, up to 13 minutes left in the game, I knew it would take a miracle for the Packers to win. Even when they got to 22 points, I wasn't scared. Then, like I expected, a terrible decision by Jordan Love on 1st and 10 while easily moving the ball. Right then and there, I knew it was over. At that point, we just had to have perfect clock management, which we did. Two huge concerns that the Vikings fans have is clock management and what are we going to do when we face adversity. Sam said in his post-game interview that they planned it to end with an onside kick. I know that the fumble and long drives without points wasn't part of the game plan. They committed to a plan to win the game and executed poorly, but the key point is that they won. They got punched in the mouth, and people expected them to crumble like we would have under Coach Zimmer. We got it done. The experience will help them improve at clock management and, more importantly, playing with a lead. I have zero doubts or concerns with Sam Darnold moving forward. I am still aware that he's going to have bad moments, interceptions, fumbles, and even whole games. It's no different for any other quarterback in the league, especially the best ones. I am more confident now than ever that this roster and coaching will make a deep playoff run this year. Most important is that I am confident that we can win any regular season or playoff game, even the Super Bowl. The best part is that we're playing with house money. This year is going to be special and a hell of a start to this era of Vikings football. Before we go, I want to cover some things that I forgot to mention. I noticed that Vikings fans were concerned in the first half after we opted to punt the ball instead of running for the first down on 4th and 1. It may have saved us the muffled punt. I think people missed that the punter audibled out of the play and kicked it. I think KOC was getting a little too cute and called a fake punt play, but the punter pulled his best Pat McAfee impression and let them know that they were punting it. Now let's move on to the fumble late in the game. That was a great play by the defense and a problem for our O-line. But the O-line is doing their best and Reisner will be back soon. Let's not get it twisted with Sam Darnold. This is kind of like his first year in the league. I know it's not the same from when he came out of the draft, but this is the first time post-reclamation that he's out there putting it all together. So, he will have mistakes, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not concerned about it, and I even welcome it. It will help guide him to not make those mistakes later on in the season or in the playoffs. And I think that pretty much covers all the things I wanted to talk about. The offense was special. The defense was special. The coaching was decisive, even though it wasn't what I had hoped or expected to see. So I'm very happy with our 4-0 Minnesota Vikings, and only the best is yet to come. You know, I wish it could be Packers week every week because it's been a long time coming for us, and they deserve the trolling that they're getting. Remember, don't let up on them or feel bad for piling on, because we're going by the standard that they set, so let them know. There you have it. What'd you think about this week's podcast? Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments, and let me know how you're feeling after this one. Until next time, skol Vikings!